What is up, everybody? Welcome to Picksburgh. My name is Anthony. I appreciate you joining me for another one of these GMA pre-grading live streams, I should say. I want to say what up to Extra and Moco. Appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm trying something different with my microphone today, so hopefully it's coming through all right. But I definitely appreciate you guys being here. Oh, that's right, Moco. Easter is this Sunday, man. Dang, it's man, time is flying. I can't believe tomorrow is literally April. TVL, what up? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's nuts that tomorrow's April. That's why, normally I wouldn't do this many live streams in 1 week, but I really don't have a choice because I still have so many cards to go through. Like, my goal just for this stream is I need to pre-grade everything right here. And these still aren't even my cards yet. Everything up here on the, little card box is already done already. These are basically both send regardless of condition, so those are good. I went over these in the last live stream. Like, literally, that's all in 3 hours and 15 minutes. I was able to get to send. So hopefully we'll get a bigger stack. I'm going to start off with my buddy Marty's stuff today because he has a really tiny stack. Like, this is all he has right here for me to go over. So I'm going to go through his stuff first. Then we're going to go through the GMA Jedi stuff. Glenn Walkenbach, what is up, my friend? I appreciate you being here. But yeah, guys, feel free to take a look at these cards with me and let me know if you see anything that would cause concern or anything like that. We'll grab a microfiber because this thing needs a good little wipe. You gotta love YouTube sending out your notification 2 minutes and 18 seconds into your stream. So I can't tell if that's like a print mark or what. They're right above his head. I'm guessing it is because it's not wiping off. Thought maybe it would have been like dust particles, but this looks like there might be some right here too. You want to be really careful. Like, I bite my fingernails. I said that last stream. But if you have fingernails, you want to be really careful. You're pushing with like the fat of your finger and not the nail of your finger, because some of these surfaces are very, very touchy. I mean, as far as centering goes, it's top to bottom a little OC. So that right there isn't fantastical. Make sure there's no print lines or anything. No, it looks good print line wise. Take a look at them corners. Maybe a little, I guess not. Probably a 9. I had to guess. Find my tabbies. My cat is obsessed with my tabbies, guys. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have cats, but mine is absolutely in love with these little Post-it tabbies. So every single time, like, this isn't even the same tabbies I've been using. Like, my cat, like, literally takes off with them. Where's my pen? Sharpie it up, I guess. So how's everyone doing today? Anything going on out there in the wide world that isn't trapped here looking at sports cards all day? Actually, it's not too bad of a thing. I'm assuming most of you guys probably have heard of the PSA price increases, which which absolutely sucks. Or not price increases, but shut down as far as like 97% of their operation. Oh, there's a little bit of a scratch right there. That sucks because this thing looks super clean. That's still probably going to 9 if I had to guess. Just a tiny bit of a scratch right there on Kobe. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there. That may still 9 though. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's what's up, Walking Buck. I mean, yeah, it's a little OC though too, so I don't know. So that's like technically 2 flaws. It's not badly OC, but a little bit left or right. I'll hold it and ask him what he wants to do. That's the thing I always worry about with certain cards. Like, if there's more than one thing that I could theoretically docket any kind of points for, you know what I mean? Like, that's where you start getting in, like, the sub-9 categories, and you don't want to be there. Got a corner right there is white. Little edge wear. Yeah, that corner is really bad. Put it over there. Total ding. What up, Frank? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here, man. How you been? Nice thing about these cards, I'm looking over for Marty a lot of times. If he decides not to grade stuff, a lot of times he will even make stuff available in the auction. Yeah, corners are a little white on that. I don't know. Put it 9, possibly. Probably. It's probably a 9. I don't know. Surface stuff. Could 9. Just a little whitening. What up, Dakota? Good to see you, man. Try to wipe that down. Yeah, definitely Spider's Act. That's where I'm going, man. Especially with all this junk with PSA shutting down. I mean, there are some cards I would consider sending in at Super Express for $300 a card, but not very many. And like, quite frankly, like most of the stuff I want to get in, like I want to get in and out, because right now, even BGS, I was looking into it last night. They're still dealing with, what up, mama? Got her second shot. Yeah, exactly, Dakota. They're talking about them turnarounds, and now they're about to get hammered. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold this LeBron back just because of that bottom corner. Yeah, but that's really where I would go, because BGS turnaround still about 9 months. So they're like PSA was supposed to be prior to shutting down shop. So I think that SGC, like right now, I mean, it's been the play for me, just on like anything that wasn't like super high end, and then like the low end stuff, like the stuff I'm looking at now, like that's all basically GMA fodder for me. So I'm not spending $25 to grade, some like low end product. That's what's up, mama. You decide you want to come hang out and do a little work with me, mama, when you get home, just let me know. So I will be chilling here for as long as it takes to get through these stacks of cards that I have here. So that Trae Young was definitely of the gradable persuasion. At least for a couple hours, mama. A little Okoro action. Ooh, tiny bit of whitening down at the bottom, but not super bad. Let's check the back because this is black on the back. That'll be the true tail. Little whitening. Is that a hair or is that a scratch? That's a scratch. It's not super bad, but let me see if I can show it to you. Look like a little hair. Okay, cool, mama. Sounds good. Spider Zach said, if I had to choose between a Donruss and a Hoops Blaster, what would I choose? I would go Donruss, mainly because I'm played out on Hoops, and I don't know, I just like Donruss better as a set. I think the rated rookies are super classic. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Any of you guys want to come on and BS with me, you know, that's cool too. I will throw an invitation link, and I'll just kind of have you in the background like I am, and you know, you can even give me your opinion on the cards if you want. This card is purdy. Yeah, that's going to get sent. That's definitely getting sent. I think it's purty. What's up, Stacy? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Grab one of these new sleeves. My bad. Again, like I always tell you guys, if you can, cut the corner of the sleeve so that way when you slide the card in, you don't risk damaging the corner. I do that on basically any card that's good, just to be safe. Can't be too careful. Tiniest thing like really affects the value of these cards. St. Louis Cardinals fan, what is up? I appreciate you being here. Yeah, Moko, I completely agree, man. I used to really like the instant pay through PayPal. You know, so it was like the minute I sold something, I could be like literally buying another card. But it's like now, you know, you get like the weekly payout, so it's like getting a paycheck. So I love the fluidity of PayPal, but I mean, I guess it's okay, like because you make technically a little bit more money because they do save you a percentage from what PayPal was charging. But yeah, I feel you, man. Get your recent message. What's up, Mama? I'll let you up on the screen for a little bit. You want to be on the screen or you want to be off the screen?
I don't care. Hi!
What is up?
I'm talking to my phone.
Yeah,
Hi, guys.
So guys, this is Hip Flippin' Mama. You guys probably know her from the chats. This is her in the flesh. Really awesome woman. So if you guys haven't checked out her YouTube channel, here, let me get a link for it. Because she does jewelry auctions. So any you got girlfriends, wives, you know what I mean, that be getting on you for buying up cards, you send them over to Mama's channel and they'll have nothing to talk about.
What's most important is that I'm Anthony's alternate cyber mother. And Anthony is my friend and my pastor. And we are, and Nathan too, we are very, very good friends. And I got swept up into the card world with these boys. And I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You could take me off if you want, honey. I just wanted to say hi.
Okay. I'm going to drop your link in the chat. That way everybody will have it.
I've got a card video coming out.
Nice. That's awesome. Moko. Yeah, man. I actually have a double ordination, one through the Assemblies of God and one through just like non-denominational, like Christian fellowship place. Storage Occupier, what up, man? Good to see you. Did you ever get those LeBrons graded, man, and those Kobe's? Love to hear what happened with that, bro. Dakota says, "Oh, Mama left. She gone." she was out and about though, so I'm guessing that she probably dropped her signal or whatever. Yes, let's get into a little James Harden rookie action. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, man. From PSA or from like somewhere else? Yeah, this is a numbered James Harden rookie card out of 250. It's got like some bum on there, Jeff Pendergraph. Don't know who that is, but I know who that is, that's for sure. Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I would definitely send it back to Beckett. Did you put it through like Speedy service or whatever, like Express? I'm glad you sent that stuff in, man, because there's huge money in LeBron, Kobe, the kind of stuff that you've been finding. Like that's some like holy grail type stuff that you found in those units, bro. You know what I mean? Like I like scour stored treasures just trying to find any kind of like stuff like that, and it's like, man, you can't find nothing like that around here. Dude, that's huge money, man. Got tens on Kobe's. That is huge money. Yeah, Mama, that's an understatement or unconventionality. That's awesome, man. I wonder if it's like quicker since like you're in California, like you're on the West Coast, because I'm pretty sure that's where PSA is over that way. I don't know if that would make a difference, or maybe like you just have like a better account, or you went through somebody with a higher level account or something. I don't know. That's dope though. That's really awesome to hear that you got that stuff back so quickly. Because I have a ton of stuff at PSA right now, and I cannot wait for it to come out. Like, I'm actually cool with them shutting down just for the fact that I probably have like thousands of dollars sitting there right now. That's true, Mama. That is true. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That is like that's just sick, man. Like, I cannot wait to see what the LeBron gets whenever it comes back from BGS. That's something I was thinking about doing, is signing up for a BGS account. I think it's like what, like $35 per card, like if you get subgrades on it. So that's basically like HGA pricing for the most part, from what I mean, I haven't looked recently. That's just like last time I checked, because I haven't really been like a BGS. Like, I love their slabs, but like I haven't really ever said, oh yeah, I'm going to start grading with them. You know what I mean? Because just PSAs had better value like across the board. So I've just like all my bigger cards I've just been sending there. But I mean, they might be a play now too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they'll get a little bit more. This Aaron Judge rookie is pretty good looking. Like, I see like no flaws on it. Yeah, Marty's having a pretty nice little stack here. I told him to go to Walmart and grab this LED that I use, because you see so much under it. And ever since he's been using the LED, like the cards that I have to pull from his stack are like significantly less. Anthony Edwards action. This thing's looking crispy. There's like a little scratch right above his head. But on a card like this, like, what's that? Okay, good. That's just like a dust mite. Yeah, that's literally the only flaw, is that tiny little scratch above his head. I'm going to take microfiber to see if I can get that off. Hopefully it might be just something that was in the sleeve or something. Nah, it's definitely a scratch. I'm trying to show you guys. See right there above his head? It's not even big. It's just like a tiny little surface scratch. Like, something like that could take that down to a 9. You know what I mean? Like, then again, sending it to, a place like SGC. Oh, that's cool, Mama. You're getting some cards graded with PSA too? That's what's up. Yeah, the problem with that, though, is PSA just shut down, Mama, just yesterday. For, I think, till July, they said, for anything that's not Super Express, which is $300 a card. So that's going to like really limit what like people are going to send to them until, I guess, July, when they're caught back up. But there's definitely other grading companies. I'm sure Nate will probably, actually, I don't know what Nate's going to do. I don't want to put words in his mouth and say he's just going to go to someone else until then. But I like sending all my low stuff to GMA just because it's easier to flip. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. That's dope. I can't wait to see what you get, man. Like, there's not very many people doing Beckett reveals right now either, so you'll probably, I mean, I would assume you'd probably rank well with like any of the stuff that you put out, but you know what I mean? Like, with so many of the reveals being like basically PSA nowadays, like, I'm sure that there's probably going to be a pretty high ranking for Beckett reveal. Dude, I know, man. Like, literally, like, I've changed my whole business around for sports cards. It's insane, man. Like, it's to the point now where like my eBay inventory downstairs, I'm kind of just letting a lot of that stuff sell through. And I'm going to be taking a lot of it out to the flea markets, blowing it out and just putting it into like high-end sports cards. You know what I mean? Like, buying and like bulk grading type stuff. I just think that's like my play moving forward, just like headlong into it. This thing's pretty nice looking. 1974, 75. It's a little OC, but I mean, all cards in this era are. But I mean, look how sharp these corners are. I mean, this one's a little weak here, but for the most part. So you can see it kind of like fold a little bit there. Even on the front, you can barely tell there's an issue with it. But I think something like this, older cards, like, man, you can come away with like an 8 on that, and that's huge. So, like, something like that, like, I think it's still worth sending. You know what I mean? If it was a new card and you saw something like that, like, you definitely don't want to mess with that. But, like, something from the 70s, and you can get away with lower grades for something like that. Riff Beast, what up, man? Mama, there's a new company called HGA. They do like computer grading, but they also have like color themed slabs. I'm gonna try to send some of my Cavaliers there, just to get like really cool Cav colored slabs. But that might be cool since it's a PC item for you, like to get it like dolphin colored or something like that. I have so many different stacks of cards to send out for grading here just for Marty alone. It's insane. All right, last card to look over for Marty. Zach Collins, Revolution Auto. Pretty sure he just picked this up at the card show. So we went to in Canton. Speaking of which, I have another video for that coming out tomorrow at noon Eastern. If anyone's interested in checking out any more of my card show exploits. Hey, see you, Mama. Hopefully you have a good day. Yeah, this Zach Collins looks nice. I guess it looks about as nice as a Zach Collins can look, but it's a rookie auto out of a nice set. So, not bad. All right. So, out of the cards I just looked over for Marty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are sendable, and I pulled 3 for review. So, not bad. So we'll put those there because those are being sent. And now we're going to get into some more of Glenn stuff. Oh, I hear you there, Mama. Yeah, sometimes you just can't go so high on certain things. All right. So I need to grab more sleeves and more cases because I do offer, whenever I do this pre-grading and cleaning and prepping, I do offer free, sleeves and cases to people because GMA, really nice thing about them, if you request on the printout that you send them, they're a little different than the other companies where a lot of companies you'll go online and you'll fill out a submission form there. With GMA, it's still like pen and paper stuff. So if you write on the pen and paper submission form that you would like your top loaders and your card savers and sleeves and stuff back, they'll actually stuff them back in your box with your slabs on the way back. So because of that, I just offer everybody free supplies. So a lot of times people give me stuff that, might just be, in penny savers because, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to end up putting stuff in new stuff anyway. If that makes sense. Look at this Patty Mahomes rookie card here. Passing grades. I've sold a couple of these before, actually. I have definitely cashed in on Patrick Mahomes a couple times in the past. I wish I would have been into grading earlier, because I've sold so many things so cheap just by selling raw. I can certainly try, Moko. Buy some rookie Kirk Cousins. They are really cheap. That's your dude, huh, Kirk Cousins? Yeah, we got some corner damages here. Both bottom. So that's a little bit problematic. I mean, it is a Patrick Mahomes rookie card, though. So, I mean, could it 9? Probably 859 probably would be my guess. Outside chance of a 9, so I'll probably just sit that aside. Got a Burrow, absolute introductions. Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of Vikings love in the chat. The Vikings are technically my second favorite football team. No one can compare to the Steelers, but in my eyes at least. But I like the Vikings too. A little bit of wear down there. Yeah, both bottom corners on this one. So you're like the opposite of me then, Moko. Like, we both like those teams as our top two, but you like the Vikings more. That's cool. Oh, okay, that's part of the design. I thought that was like a pen mark or something there for a minute. Looks really clean. Get a new sleeve for it. Grab a new top loader for it. Literally have sleeves and top loaders everywhere. Now I done lost the Sharpie. Oh, here it is. I really like these pull tabs too, guys. Like, these are really awesome for submissions. It's like Nate says it all the time. It's like the only way to tuck a 20 in there for the grader without actually giving them a 20. Makes their job easier. And then if there ends up being duplicates, since it's a group submission, it'll be easier for me to tell because I'll have tabbies saying what belongs to whom. So it kind of works out both ways. A little weakness down here in this bottom corner. I don't think that's that bad though. Little weakness. No, it's probably still sendable. Hey, D, are you from the Minnesota area, or where are you from, man? Always curious where people live in the country, or even outside the country, for that matter. Here's little Herbert and Love Action. Looks pretty clean. I hate these cards, though. These are like the dumbest cards. Little edge wear up top, but I don't think it's too bad. That's awesome, man. What part of Minnesota are you in? I've always wanted to go there. I almost moved there when I was getting out of college. So I wanted to take a job at Game Informer, because that magazine's out there. But I ended up meeting my wife and staying in Pittsburgh instead. What's up, big guy sports collector? Appreciate you being here. So essentially okay, cool. You're Dayton and Cincy. That's what's up. Yes, typically what I do with the group submission is the only charge above what GMA charges and like shipping and insurance, because I do insure the stuff just in case, God forbid, it would get like lost in the mail or something would happen. You know what I mean? Like the cards, I want to make sure that I could pay you whatever the value of your cards are, type thing. So the only thing charged above that is $1 per card, which essentially, covers like my cost of, tabbies and, all the little supplies and stuff that I do, and I do free cleaning and prepping and stuff like that. And, any cards that end up having like defects or stuff, I pull aside and, let you know what's going on with that. What's up, Stash? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Moko, I play video games. I love video games. It's like one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm not knee deep in sports cards. Dude, that's awesome, Stash. I'm pretty sure I just sent them yesterday, too. Yeah, that box that I sent that to you in, man, that'll be a good one to keep your slabs in, to keep them safe. It's a pretty clean card here. This Bowman, Kyle Lewis. Man, my buddy Glenn, though, man, he gets so many awesome collections, like, all the time. I get so hype. Like, he sends me these pictures, and it's like, dude, like, where do you find these cards? And he's, like, in the same city as me, just, like, killing the game. What games? The one I play most, like, honestly, is probably, like, NBA 2K. Right now, the only system I have currently, besides like obviously PC, like I could always play on the computer, like whatever. I normally don't play on the computer much though, but the only system I currently have, like current gen, is the Switch. because I sold my PS4 and my Xbox One like right before the new systems came out. Okay, so currently like GMA is like just updating like a lot of their services and stuff. So here, I'll go to their website now. I'll kind of go over like what their breakdown is, just for anybody that's curious. So I'm gonna move this over here and I'll share my screen for you. Oh, there we go. So this is their website. This is kind of their new grading. Essentially what this order goes to is going to be an economy, 100 plus days at $8. Now they're much quicker than what this turnaround time says. Normally I get bulk economy orders back, and the first time I sent to them, I got it back in a week. The last couple times it's been about 3 weeks to get it back. So typically like what I charge is literally just $9 per card. But here's the thing. If you have a good eye, I tell people this all the time. If you have a good eye for grading, just grade it yourself. You know what I mean? Because then you'll save $1 per card. But if you're worried, like, man, I don't want to like be putting out $8 per card and get, you know, 7s, 8s, you know, stuff like that back, then, you know, like personally for me, like for PSA, like all of like the big cards I send off, I send them to Nate every day I'm hustling because I want another set of eyes on my cards. You know what I mean? So it's just like another level of security. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to pull too many of my cards back, but there have been times he found like major flaws that I had missed. So let me make sure I'm not missing any questions. Bartermania, what is up? Appreciate you being here. How much value difference between GMA and PSA? That's a good question, Eric. There's a lot of value difference actually between the two. So this is why I'm so finicky with trying to find people 10s, because a GMA 10 is essentially equivalent to like a PSA 9, like in price. So you're already losing a lot of money going the GMA route. The main reason I go that route is just because it's significantly cheaper. Because like you figure low end, you're talking like $25 per card, which, you know, with the gap that you're going to get in value, like it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But on lower end stuff, you know what I mean? Like, look, that's just like a base Donruss, you know, card. You know what I mean? Like that might sell for like $2 on eBay. But in one of these slabs, that might sell for like $20 to $30. You know what I mean? So that's kind of that's the benefit for me in using GMA, is I'm able to take a lot of this like low end inventory that I'd be like literally grinding out eBay listings for, you know, $1 and $2 cards. You know what I mean? Or like if they're in really good shape, I could just pull them. And then I have something that's potentially $20, 30, 40, 50, you know what I mean? Just depending on what card it is. So anything that's like above a certain standard, like I really don't even send mid-range stuff to GMA. You know what I mean? Like any of that stuff, I've just been sending to SGC, like stuff that I can like, that I know I can turn and burn. But yeah, so anyway, this is their current updated pricing. They were at $6 a card for bulk, which we're always in bulk because I have enough people that grade every month that, you know what I mean, we're always getting the cheaper bulk pricing. So that's typically not a problem. They are like, this is what their slabs look like right now. They're getting ready to update their slabs too. So I'm guessing, like, see, this is their new logo and everything right here. So I'm guessing they're going to hopefully be using the new slabs for the next one. But yeah, like I said, if you have a good eye for grading, I always just tell people, hey, feel free to, you know, send the cards through yourself because you'll save money. But if you are concerned about, your ability to identify, nines and tens and that kind of stuff, that's where like group submissions are really good, especially if like somebody's not really charging you an arm and a leg to do it. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll send in like over 100 cards, and that really only covers like me sending in a couple of my own. So I'm still keeping it reasonably cheap for you guys. Big benefit for me is just getting in that bulk all the time, even if I only want to send, say like 20 or 30 of my own cards. A couple scratches right here. I don't know if you guys are able to see that. It's like nothing like really bad, and it's on the back, so it's not as bad. And on the front, I saw like a little dab divot type thing there, right there. Yeah, that's what's up, big guy. I'm actually in the process of trying to figure out which cards I'm sending to HGA too. Every time I've tried though, like I never get in line early enough to actually get to be one of the people sending out. AD, the next one, the one I'm currently working on right now, goes out tomorrow. But after that, I don't know. I would say probably the beginning of May sometime. I haven't really sent the date yet. But before that, I'm also doing a CGC order, which is the company that does all the comic book rating and stuff like that. So anybody's interested in trying CGC, you know what I mean? I've never used them yet. I kind of want to see if they would be a good lower price option, because they're $1 more than GMA. So for literally $1 more, could it have more value than a GMA? So that's kind of what I want to test and see. But I figure I create YouTube content, so either way, it'd be nice to try it. I think CGC is what they call their sports card division. It's like CGC trading cards or something like that. But yeah, CSG is also, I believe, what the comic division is called or whatever. Here, actually, I'll look it up real quick. I'll show you guys that too. Let me share my screen again for you. So this is their stuff here. This is what their slabs look like right here. So my buddy Marty signed up for a membership. I think he signed up for like $150 one. So I don't know if that's like the best one they have, but they say they start at just $25. So hopefully we'll get like some kind of better deals with his membership. But let's see if I can show you I'm pretty sure it's $9 a card to grade with them. Paul's in the house. What up, homie? Good to see you. No, you're not interrupting at all, man. Like, this is, it's what we do. We talk about cards. It's definitely not a big deal. I want you guys to ask questions, because, like, literally, if you guys don't ask questions, I'm literally just sitting here monotonously looking at cards. So you're doing me a favor. So go back, because I'm actually not a member. Wow, grading process. See if it. trying to get to the pricing breakdown. I'm almost positive it's $9 per card bulk, and you need to send at least 50 cards, which, like, between me and Marty already, we're probably over the 100 card mark. So, like, anybody that would want to send to them with us, like, you would be in bulk grading already. Let's see. So you need to become a CGC member, choose your services. Okay, here we go. This is comics. Where's the cards? There we go. So bulk, $9 per card. Max declared value 100. So, like, again, you would want to probably send lower end stuff. Like, you would send a GMA, because if it's above that, then you're talking $18 a card for anything that would be up to 400. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the important thing. Depending on what you send, it could drastically increase how much you have to pay for that. So for me, I'm literally just sending low end stuff that's going to be sub $100, like, after it's graded. So, and on this, like, literally it would be the same thing, just $1 a card that I would charge, you know, for my fee to, you know, go through, look it over, and, you know, recase it, re-sleeve it, tabbies, like the whole 9 yards. But again, if you have a good eye, again, always send your own stuff, because you're going to save money. You know what I mean? Paul says it went up. He said Monday bulk was $8. That sucks, man. And he says it was 60-day. Yeah, I think what we're seeing with the market is, man, people are so reactionary to what's happening with PSA. You know what I mean? Like, the entire market, man, like, you can tell, like, a company's king when, like, them doing something causes a chain reaction throughout the entire market. You know what I mean? All right, this Justin Herbert's looking clean. Get him a clean sleeve. Putting a clean card in a dirty sleeve is like taking a shower and putting on some funky clothes, man. What is up, Eric? Good to see you, man. I would definitely get your Jordan stuff graded, man. Like, literally anything Michael Jordan is valuable, especially graded. Like, last time I went to a sports card show with Nate, he had a bunch of, like, low end Michael Jordan stuff graded. You know what I mean? Like, stuff that he bought for like $20 graded, you know, and, like, with the boom of everything Jordan going on right now, he was able to sell that for, or I mean, to trade that to a vendor for, you know, a good, you know, $1,000 worth of raw cards that he could send in and just make crazy bank off of. Oh yeah, excellent condition, dude. Send them in, man. Yeah, like I was saying, PSA is basically shut down right now for the interim, but, you know, you could still either hold them till July to send in, or you could send them to, you know, Beckett, SGC would be good options as well. I don't necessarily send Jordans to, like, GMA or anything like that. You could, like, I know people that'll send everything they grade to GMA, which, I mean, if that's their strategy and it works for them, that's great. But, you know what I mean? I feel like all levels of grading kind of serves a purpose. You know what I mean? Just because there's a market for it. Every single month when I send out my GMA order, every single card I got back the previous month is already sold. You know what I mean? So, like, with that continuing to be the case for me, like, I see value in grading this low end stuff. Man, this dude is like the king of Justin Herbert too, man. Got big old stacks of cards just tumbling over here. Oh, Paul, I see some Dodgers coming up here soon. Might have to jump through the screen and grab it. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's really tough. Like for the longest time, man, like I Paul actually, Gate City Picker hooked me up. He found a bunch of card savers. I don't know if it was at a flea market or at an LCS or something. And he hooked me up with several packs of them. And then I got lucky and found some out in the wild, 2 separate occasions. But yeah, they're tough to find brand new ones, man. They really are. There was a while there, like Nate would make fun of me because literally I'd be using card cases that look like they'd been smoking cigarettes for 30 years because they were so yellowed out and nasty, because it was basically from collections I'd bought at garage sales and stuff like that. But I mean, times are rough, man. When you don't got supplies, and the card needs protected, you'd rather get a little bit of funk on it than, a ding or something like that. So I feel you. I was watching a video today, like shortly before I went live. Oh, that's what's up, Paul. He said, I got a guy. Oh, no, I didn't see it, Eric. Let me check your Pokemon question. My bad, dude. Old binder, first edition Pokemon I need to go through, figure out what all to send in. Dude, that's awesome, bro. Yeah, any questions you have on that, dude? Like, even if you wanted to pop in and just show the binder, like, if I don't know it, I'm sure somebody in the chat does. You know what I mean? Either that, or if you wanted to send some pictures, I could pop them up on the screen. You know what I mean? Whatever's easier for you. But yeah, I'd be happy to at least try to answer like any questions you have. But yeah, first edition stuff, man, that's good stuff. Like I took a binder in consignment maybe a month or 2 ago, and that stuff literally just like as quick as I could list it, it was selling. I had people literally watching my store waiting for the next card to come out. It was awesome. No problem, Eric. Just let me know the easiest way for you to get me a picture of it or show it to me, and we'll make it happen, man. If you want me to drop the link, I can drop the link for you. If not, just feel free to either email me the pictures or Facebook them to me, or whatever is easy for you. Grab a little more top loaders out of here. This is still a Gate City Picker pack of top loaders. Getting out some new ones because, like I said, I provide all of that stuff for the submissions I do for everybody. Especially because GMA will give them back to me. Like I take an L, like whenever I do group submissions to the other ones that don't give them back to you, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like I like being that these are so hard to find, being able to let you guys save them for your other cards. Especially because your card will be in a slab moving forward. You don't really need the case for it. Let me check, Paul, because I have a lot, like literally just scattered in my one drawer over here, just because I got it back last month from GMA, and I bought a couple packs in between that too. So I will definitely let you know, probably by the time I'm done looking over these cards here, if I need them. Pretty sure I still got at least 40 that have, that I can use. Okay, so that's OC, left to right. Cool. Eric sent pictures. Pokemon. I'll pull that up. I'll take a little break from Talonhort Tucker to look at those. So this card looks reasonably clean. It is OC. That could still probably pull a 9, in my opinion. Just depends on how bad they ding centering. But I've seen that GMA is very close in their grading scale to PSA, which means that they are a little more lenient with centering. My bad, guys. I got a phone call, so I don't know if that knocked me out or what that did, but I sent it to voicemail. Let's go this down here. We'll pull up these pictures. We'll look at that real quick. Yeah, I apologize about that, man. This thing goes wild whenever I get a phone call when I'm loud or live. Sebastian, I would say let me pull up the calendar real quick, because I normally ship out like right around like the first, or like like the first Monday of the month type thing. Calendar. These are like things I should probably like know in advance, so I apologize. So today's the 31st. Okay, so I would say I'll probably ship the next order out on May the 3rd. So as long as I have cards before then, like maybe May the 2nd, and it depends on if you want the cards looked over too, because like as you can see, it takes like a long time to like really go through like the pre-grading process. So it depends, really how many you have and if you want them like thoroughly looked over. Because for example, the cards I have in these two stacks here, they were just like, send everything. I don't care the condition. I just want these slabbed. So look at this from like a sleeve. There's all kinds of stuff on the card. Ding down there though too. Gate City with the hookup. Yeah, he finds top loaders like crazy, guys. He's got a knack for it, that's for sure. Prism draft picks typically grades really well too. So long as you can find them without print lines and stuff and scratches, and there are some print lines on the back of this one. It's like 2 in a row I found print lines on the back of. Was that a scratch or a hair on Denny's head? Microfiber. It was a hair. Oh no, maybe it's a scratch. It's still there. Yeah, tiny scratch right above his head. I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks like a hair. And let me see if I can show you the print lines at all. They're like running diagonal on the back. Try to get it in the light for you. I don't even know if you guys can see that. So I can't really see it in the phone screen. Probably not. You probably can't see it, but yeah, there's print lines running across the back on that, which sucks. It's just like poor quality control. Can't stand that. People pay like crazy money on these products, and it's like they put zero effort into making sure they're getting like value for their money. Look, there's some surface defects here. I don't know if you can see that. Right underneath the U, towards the bottom of the card. It's hard because it's white. And then there's another nick right there on the side. Sucks. I don't know if that's enough to... That does suck, though. Thank you. Good eye. Great eye, Paul. Yep, that definitely makes it a pull card then, because then there's multiple things wrong with it. Appreciate that, man. Tyrese Maxey. Seems like almost all of these sleeves are like filthy on the inside. Like there's stuff I have to like brush off of it and stuff. Let's see if there's any print lines. No. I'd say the only issue is this corner right here. It's a little white. But I've seen them 10 a card. Well, maybe not 10 a card. I've seen somewhere on corners. Like I have a Sexton GMA 10 that has a tiny bit of wear in its one corner. So that's why like cards like that I almost just tempted to send. Oh wow, that's crazy, dude. They're charging you 25 cents just to send in a card. And that's regardless if the card sells or not. You have to pay the 25 cents. Okay, got a red Tyrese Halliburton winning ticket. That's crazy, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, man, with this market, because we're going to see significantly less. Like, it's going to be so weird seeing like this year's Prism in like all of these different, slabs, not PSA 10. It's going to be really weird. Share the screen for us. So this is the send-in form for Star Stock. As of 4/1, there is a cost of 25 cents per raw card submitted, including rejects. Wow. That's crazy. So then you have to be even more careful not to send in something that's like bad quality. Oh, that would make sense, Paul. He says he thinks they have a backlog there too. I would imagine with the market exploding the way it did, there's probably backlogs pretty much every. I would be surprised if SGC isn't backlogged soon. Scratch on this one. I hate when they do that. It's numbered too. That sucks. That's nuts, man. What's up, DJ? Good to see you, man. Yeah, definitely, DJ. That may be the play, man. Definitely may be the play. You can probably even trust raw cards a little bit more on eBay, like newer ones, that being the case. That's the problem, man. There's so many people that sell raw cards and don't really. This has bad corners. There's so many people that sell raw cards and don't like really disclose that it's not gradable. I used to just sell everything. Like I ripped out of packs that I didn't want for my PC before I started grading. But there's a lot of people that literally will just sell whatever. Yeah, pretty much, MSC. That is true, especially in this hobby. It's an exciting time to be involved in it, though. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I don't know if I ever finished this thing I was going to say before, but I was watching a video before I went live today by Sports Card Investor, and he was talking about like, is the bubble bursting that we're in right now? You know what I mean? Like, is the market crashing type thing? And he showed stats on Kobe Bryant's PSA 10 paper tops card. And that card recently sold for $12,000. It's currently selling around 5,400. You know what I mean? Like we saw this huge run up on goats and stuff like that, and now we're seeing huge price drops, even in like Jordan, like PSA 9. You know what I mean? It's selling for about half of what it was selling for about a month ago. You know what I mean? So, like he was using the Kobe as kind of an example of what's happening. Like if you look at it in like the last, X amount of days, it looks like it's taken a nosedive. But if you bring it out like further in 90 days, like it's still like 3x where it was 90 days ago, even at like this leveling. You know what I mean? And then he went back like even further, like a year. And then we look at the big spike that we saw in August of last year when the market was as hot as it's ever been. And we saw the exact same thing with Kobe's card then too, where it had this huge astronomical spike. It came back down to earth and then it started climbing again. So, like I took that as like, for me, that was really comforting to see, because when I look up cards most of the time, I'm tracking like, what are they doing right now? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm trying to make some money. I'm not trying to be in most of my cards like long term. You know what I mean? But like Kobe, like the goats and stuff. Obviously, you want to be in that stuff long term. But yeah, it was just really comforting to see that this is just something that the market goes through and that it should rebound. Oh, dude, that is sick. Found 13 Shaq rookie cards in a $15 miscellaneous box you bought 3 years ago. That's awesome. That's amazing, man. Yep, I agree, big guy. It 100% is, because I got out of it like right in the late 90s, for like a long time. You know what I mean? I still have part of my childhood collection at my mom's somewhere. I'm like desperate for her to find my Kobe binder, because I literally had a binder just of Kobe's. I know for a fact I had 9 pages just of the upper deck one with him with the glasses on his head. Oh man. Yeah, exactly, DJ. Absolutely. And you know what? Like I've been picking up a lot of modern basketball lately just because like the market's so low on it, man. Like no one like at this card show I went to this weekend like even cared to trade for, like I had slabs and slabs of like John Morant, Zion Williamson, like RJ Barrett's, like stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, I'll pass. It's like, okay. Then again, I was trying to trade for Kobe rookies, so those are probably infinitely more valuable. Ding, up there, up top. Yep, exactly, DJ. That's typically what I try to do. I can't believe, like I've been saying it all year to Nate. Like I can't believe I'm still buying basketball. Like I should be buying like football right now because it's off season, but like basketball is still so cheap. Even like the key players, it's insane. I can't wait till basketball off season. I'll probably really be buying opportunities then. I'm so glad you said that, Eric, because I honestly forgot about it for a minute. Thank you so much. My bad, dude. Go over to Facebook. Book of the Face. Move that over here. Share the screen. Okay, so here we go. We got a Bulbasaur. And this one is not a first edition. First edition would have like a little thing like right here saying like first edition. Sometimes it's on this side too, depending on the set. This circle right here identifies that this is a common card. So even though Bulbasaur is like one of the like really popular Pokemon, this one right here probably doesn't have a super ton of value. The ones you really want to look for down here have like a little star, or like right here will be holographic, like where the picture is. If you have any like that, those ones are like super desirable, especially older ones like you have here. This is definitely an older, card. I'm guessing this is either base set or base set 2. Let me see if there's, yeah, because there's no set symbol, so it'd either be base set or base set 2. Most likely base set. And then here's the Jordan Olympic card. Yeah, that thing looks pretty clean. Looks decently centered as well. Yeah, I would send that. I would definitely send that in. But yeah, any other pictures you have, Eric, just send over, man, and I'll gladly go through them. Sorry, I forgot about that for a sec. These are kind of cool. These are like playing cards. Frank Robinson. I don't even know if there's like a size. There's a little mark there, but other than that, this thing's pretty clean, especially for being an old playing card. When's this from? Does it even say? I don't even see a year on this. Oh yeah, let's get this movie on the road. We got a Willie Mays. This one's definitely off center. I mean, it looks like it's off center at least. Unless they just, oh, it's got a crease too. So yeah, that's probably a no-go. Although I don't know. I'll just set that aside for now. Yeah. This is the one I'm talking about right here. Boom. Birdo Clemente, baby. Oh, there's a little crease right there. Sucks. OC on the back as well. Guys, I heard that Target guys, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Target is now supposedly nationwide only selling cards Friday mornings at 8 a.m. And there's going to be like a virtual line or something like that. I just saw a video today where a guy like even called Target and like recorded the conversation. So marks right there, the edges. I don't know if any of you guys heard that. I'm not sure if it's 61, to be honest with you. I don't see any dates on these. Pretty much just says that. The front doesn't really have a date either. He always finds some really unique stuff, though. Yeah, I'm going to pull the trout for now. Yeah, I just saw a video about it this morning. Somebody was talking about it. They, like I said, they called to verify, and that's what the Target rep like even reiterated. It's pretty clean, Kyrie. Kyle Lewis Bowman Chrome. Yeah, could be, man. I'm sure though, like the rep though said on the phone to the guy in the video that you want to be there early though, because she anticipates people camping out waiting on them cards, since it's only like one day now they can get them. But yeah, I mean, even just knowing the day and time they're there, like, is a game changer, because according to the video I watched, the MJ Holdings rep is still going to come randomly. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to come Friday and drop off the stuff. They'll still come randomly, and they, instead of stocking the shelf, they stock a rolling rack that, they would keep in the back of the store and roll out Friday at 8 a.m. to the people that are in the virtual queue. So that was how the Target employee described it. It's a dinged corner. Yep, that's a ding, ding, ding. Ring, ding, donger. Ring a ding, 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 donger. Move this out the way. Oh, that's cool. You found some stuff on the weekends after midnight. That's what's up. Normally, if I am not getting cards by Thursday, I normally don't find them to the following week. Seems like Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days I get lucky. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Another phone call. I know, man. Sale boxes are awesome, man. I was going through buying up all of the 18-19 stuff that they had. Or not 18-19, just 18, like football. Like going after like Baker and Lamar. My Walmart like literally discounted the heck out of 2018 product. I know, MSC. It's so hard finding retail. I hate these like reverse print line things on the back. So many cards. Gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense. Back when you could basically go any time of day and find cards. I miss those days. That sucks, man. Yeah, my target's been on Tuesday mornings, and I've been doing a Bible study on Tuesday mornings for like over 2 years, and so like I try to make sure I get my regular video out before I do that, and then by the time I get done with Bible study, there's like literally scraps at Target. It's always like, well, we did have X, Y, and Z. It's like, oh, I'm gonna cry now. What's up, T-Fish? Yeah, I can definitely attest to that happening around here as well. Especially because I borderline stock certain Walmarts and Targets like in my area, and it's still like never there. Wow, have fun in that car wash, Mama. Get that car nice and clean. Yeah, I know a lot of the LCSs here in Pittsburgh, they get a lot of their wax just from, I guess, the people that have the connections at the stores to like literally buy out everything. Like I was talking to one guy at an Ohio LCS last week, and he was literally telling me it's like clockwork. Like every week when certain stores shipment comes in, like that guy is literally there that morning with everything that MJ Holdings brought. He didn't like tell me which stores or like specific locations or anything like that, but I mean, it sucks, you know what I mean? Like that somebody can consistently get an entire store's like stock like that. And I don't know if he was blowing smoke or whatnot, but I mean, what reason would he have to blow smoke, in my opinion? You know what I mean? Oh, dude, that is sick. Brian Hayes. That's nice. Yeah, that's one guy that I'm going to be PCing is Brian Hayes. Not like the biggest baseball guy, but you know, he's a stud on the Pirates. So I'm gonna definitely pick up his stuff. Yeah, the most LCSs do get stuff direct, but like I've seen several that will, you know, buy like a little bit lower than eBay and just buy everything. Yeah, I wish I could come across like decent amount of product because I would love to even just rip it and grade it. You know what I mean? Like, but it's tough. You know, it's tough finding it. And then there's some people out there that you know are able to find it because they put in like hours upon hours every week to get it. You know what I mean? Like I wish I mean theoretically I could make the time to do that. I just don't necessarily want to make the time to, you know what I mean? Because it 9 times out of 10 when I go to a store looking for cards, I don't find anything. You know what I mean? So I really want to put X amount of my week into unsuccessful ventures. You know, so that's just like one of those things. Yeah, me too, MSC. I literally like live on eBay between 11 and 1 a.m. Eastern. But I'm on there pretty much throughout the day as well because I'm addicted. Oh yeah, T Fish. Google will definitely hook you up with some LCSs. Just type in local card shop or sports card shop or something like that near me, and it should bring up pretty much anything near you. The crazy thing is like lately, like no matter where I've been, I've just been trying to search LCSs and just like try to go to as many as possible. Oh dang, yeah, that's rough, MSC. Yeah, I'd be on eBay too. That's what Nate does every day. I'm hustling because he works a full time job and he's, you know, just super busy. So he like everything he gets is pretty much from eBay. There's like a little nick right between his legs there. Other than that, it looks clean. I don't think that's enough to drop it below 9. Case, new sleeve. Okay, so we got a Tom Brady 3,000 passing club. I like your average corner issues for a thicker stock card. Centering is little left or right. So you can always tell centering. Like if you look at objects on the card, you know what I mean? That's what I use. Just a pinch left or right. That's like one of those, like theoretically you could send it or you couldn't, you know. But it's definitely not a 10, so I'm going to pull it. Oh, shout out to Thrift Beast on this one. Malachi Flynn graffiti. I had an Okoro like this. That's the issue though, like with the black, you know what I mean? Like at them white corners and stuff like that. Have you seen any centering tool transparent cards? No, I haven't. I know that you are able to like download centering tools and stuff like that, but no, I normally just do it by eye. Oh, I've definitely seen this card before. I've sold some of these before. Donruss Threads Optic Nick Chubb. It's corner issues. It's so tough with relics. Like it really is tough. Like if you can get a 10 on a relic, you must have like the most immaculate relic there is. Because man, those are really tough grades. Got a Naismith here. These grade decently. I sent a couple of these to SGC because I like that black background. And they all came back 9.5s. It's just dirty from the sleeve, that's all. You guys always want to make sure you use the right kind of microfiber too, because you can damage a card's surface with the wrong thing. You can add scratches to it. So we got another card from Eric here to look at. Let me take a look at that. Put a tabby on this. So here's the cards Eric is sharing. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately, most of those are just commons, Eric. I would definitely, I mean, they're not worth less, but they're just not very valuable. You know what I mean? But let me see. Those are the other ones. But yeah, if you want to look to see if you have any hollows or any with little stars at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. MSC relics are like, and that's the thing. Relics are like a really cool concept, but like between them never being gradable for the most part, and like it having zero significance to the player now, it's like why even continue to make them? You know what I mean? Like they're so devalued at this point. Like relic cards are one of the big draws for me getting back into cards. You know what I mean? Because they didn't really do a lot of that whenever I was heavy into it in the 80s and 90s. I mean, at least use something like real. CC says, why stars at the bottom? So stars just signify that it's a rare card, like this Raichu right here. Let me put some better lighting on. So this Raichu, for example, you'll see down at the bottom there's a star. That just signifies that it's a rare card. So any Pokemon card that has a star at the bottom, that just means rare. So that's an easy way when you're looking through like older cards that, for example, like a lot of the old ones aren't like new, shiny, full art like the new ones are today. So it's a lot easier to tell what cards are valuable in today's market as opposed to like the original Pokemon market. So I always tell people just look for that little star because that tells you have a rare. That is true, Paul. I am notorious for touching my relics. Touch other people's relics too, though. Pretty much, if you let me anywhere near your relic, it's probably going to get touched. Look at this little thing. How is that even like in there? I feel like that's unsafe to the card. Does this stay shut? That actually looks a lot better than I thought it would coming out of that case. I don't know why I have my other thing up. My bad, guys. I ain't paying attention. Smudge or something there. A little black dot. There's some bottom corner issues right there. I mean, it's a numbered Jerry Rice. A little bit OC. Stash says, stop touching your relics or you'll go blind. Yeah, definitely don't send your relics to me for bulk submission because I will probably fondle them on their way to wherever they're going.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Did you hear my watch? Siri literally just said, I don't know how to respond to that. It's my life. Even like the AI that's sent to spy on me is like, wow. MSC. Got some corner issues here. All 4 corners got whitening. Sucks. I hate these like cases because I have like no fingernails, and like trying to pull stuff out of there with like fat little nubs is not easy. I used to use these cases all the time when I was a kid though. Like I used to have like the most obscure cards like in hard plastics. It's actually no, it definitely has some corner issues probably from that case. That sucks. So yeah, it looks pretty clean other than that. They might be, John. You never know. Awesome, Eric. Yeah, man. Any other questions you have, just let me know, man. I'd be happy to look at anything. I actually like looking at stuff like that, so it's definitely not a bother. Oh, Paul, another Dodger. Dinged corners, though. Sorry, Mr. Kershaw. Little Joey B action. I got this card in an SGC 10. I can try that, Mama. You want me to? I always do something every show I go to. Like, and I'll say to Marty or whoever I'm going with in advance, like, watch when I do this. And then I will, like, literally do it to, like, every vendor. Like, this last show, like, me and Marty had, like, this inside joke running about Dick Ambrose, who's, like, a linebacker for the Browns. Just because, like, we met this one dude who was just, like, so fired up about Dick Ambrose. So, like, because of that, me and Marty started just, like, loving Dick Ambrose. So every single vendor that I talked to at the last show, I started a conversation about Dick Ambrose, just, like, for fun. What's up, Santiago? Appreciate you being here, man. So what's the difference between PSA, Beckett, and GMA grading, and does it matter who grades it? Yeah, it does matter. PSA is by far the best. Like, you'll get the most value back for your cards sending them to PSA. As of yesterday, though, PSA pretty much shut down everything except for Super Express, which is $300 per card. So, like, with that being said, there's really only so many cards that are worth paying that kind of money to grade. So I'm looking for alternatives until PSA opens back up. Beckett's a great one. They would, in my opinion, be the industry leader with, you know, PSA kind of being shut down currently. Beckett still has huge wait times, though. That's the problem. Like, you may be 6 to 9 months to get your cards back from them. Now you can get similar value from SGC's graded cards, which like I just recently sent a sub to them, and it took 2 weeks to get that back, and I've already like quadrupled my money off of that, and still have a couple slabs that I've been like dragging my feet on because I kind of want to keep them for myself. But I highly suggest SGC, especially in this time like that. That's one of my favorite non-PSA companies to use. GMA is more of like a lower end company. Now a GMA 10 essentially is going to be priced around like what a PSA 9 is. So with GMA, I really look over stuff thoroughly because I want to try to make sure you're getting 9s and 10s, because if you're getting less than that, you're not making money on the cards. You know what I mean? If your goal is to send them in, grade them, and flip them, then you really just want to try to get as many 10s as possible. If your goal is to keep it for your PC, like this Pokemon card back here, like I wanted for my PC because this was a tournament trophy that I won. So, you know what I mean? I didn't care what grade that got. You know what I mean? So it's really just a matter of personal opinion, kind of what you're looking to get into and what you're looking to do with it. But we do group submissions on this channel to GMA and SGC almost every month. And I'm going to be doing a CGC submission in the month of April, probably in like 2 weeks or so. I just wanted to get this GMA order that I'm working on now finished and out. But yeah, anybody that has questions, like it could be about anything, be happy to try to answer those. But yeah, PSA is definitely the industry standard as far as like top dollar for your investment. But yeah, it's crazy though. Like this has been like the funkiest year I've ever seen, like as far as like grading sports cards goes. All these price hikes, all these backlogs, all kinds of just crazy. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Wanted to make sure that my phone did not keep ringing because I know that is very cumbersome to your eardrums. So I'm using my cell phone as the camera because it gets better quality as far as like my webcam is better when I'm trying to film myself, like my face and stuff. But as far as the cards, I feel like the webcam like just shows them in better detail. So, or not the webcam, my cell phone. So I'm using that today to stream the video, and I'm using my computer to stream the audio just because it's considerably better audio through the Yeti than it is through my iPhone. It's an iPhone 11, Craig, but it acts like an iPhone 3 when I get phone calls during a live stream. Sorry about that, guys. It happened again. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys, we are in the clear. That was Savage Granny. If you guys don't know who that is, I'm going to put you up on Savage Granny because she is relentless when she wants something, guys. As Hip Flip and Mama will tell you. So I'm going to take you guys back through the catalogs of Picksburgh to introduce you to the Savage one. Let me see here. Videos. Playlist. Actually, it'd probably be easier just go to playlist to find her. See, she's in all the flea markets. She's in a lot of the estate sales. Yard sales she'd probably be at. Crazy old Savage Granny. She's in a lot of these thrifting videos. Well, let's go to yard sales because that's where she became Savage Granny. Yeah, she's wild though, guys. Like, I don't even know how to work my internet here. I'm trying to find like a thumbnail of her wild butt. It's been like forever since I switched content to like fully sports cards. Thanks. Savage Granny hadn't made a cameo in a long time, guys. I didn't realize it's been that long. Here we go. Savage Granny. She's wild though, guys. I'm telling you, that's my wife's grandmother. But yeah, she'll straight blow me up until she gets the answer she wants. But look how bad my thumbnails used to be, guys. Like, that's awful. That's really bad. That's like OG Pittsburgh before like I knew how to do YouTube. Oh yeah, that's Savage Granny. She's relentless. She wants what she wants when she wants it. Much like her granddaughter. Oh, Mama, you're gonna like this next card I'm looking at. Boom. Two action. Dolphin Genie. That's definitely in good shape too. Wipe it down though. It's so easy to get fingerprints on this. Yeah, definitely, Mama. Super, super impatient. Yeah, I'm gonna send that one in, Mama. That one doesn't belong to me though. That belongs to my friend Glenn. Looked pretty good to me. I didn't really see too many flaws with it. He's going to have a nice little stack getting ready to go in. This whole stack right there is his so far. And I still have all those to go through that are just his. These are the ones I've pulled out of his that I didn't think would 10 or at least have a chance to 10. It's a crazy thing. Like, I haven't even put a dent in the cards I have to go over. I'll literally be sitting here till midnight going over these cards. That is true, Mama. That is true. And she's an awesome woman. She just is very, very impatient. I like straight up answered on my watch, like, yo, Graham, live. Like, yo, Mom, meatloaf. Dang, I can go for some meatloaf right now. If you want to, Mama, you can. It just depends on where you want them to go. Because I will be doing 3 separate submissions, probably this month. So, yeah, I can send it wherever you want. Awesome. Sounds good, Stacy. Yeah, you guys can always feel free to send as many or as little as you'd like. Because I'm always, like, I always have enough to get into bulk. So, like I said, it's all up to you guys. And if you, for example, have a good eye for grading, like I said, I suggest doing it on your own. You know what I mean? Like, and if you have questions or you want pointers or something like that, I'd be happy to, give you my opinion, you know what I mean, to help you be able to save that, $1 per card or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not too difficult. The biggest thing is really just condition, because you can lose a lot of money grading cards if you're not careful, and you're just sending, junk cards. Especially with like prices raising with all the companies, you got to be even more careful now. Okay, cool, Mama. Yeah, I can do that for you. I'll definitely be doing an SGC probably before the end of the month too, just because I have more stuff I personally need to send there. Oh, my bad. I'm so bad at hitting that tripod with my big fat hand. Little Tatis action. Yeah, I would send that in, Mama. The red bordered Tua. I think as long as Tua like develops the way, he's projected to, I think he's going to be a good player. Yeah, so I might even try to get into HGA again this week. I've been trying every Friday, and it's like I keep getting so like far back in the queue that by the time they stop taking cards, it's like I'm already like way far off. Like Trout refractor action. Yeah, you're doing a great job, Mama. You really are. You're doing a great job learning this stuff. The nice thing is, like, the more you learn about it, like, you'll be able to see cards out and about now, and you'll be able to pick them up and make money off of them. That's what I like about it, is because, like, I genuinely enjoy opening cards, looking at cards, sorting cards, like, all of that stuff. And, like, now it's like I just sell cards instead of, well, I mean, I still sell everything, but I just sell more cards now than anything else. All right, guys, I'm going to show off a few more cards, and then I'm going to start to wrap this up because your boy's hungry. I haven't even, like, had breakfast or lunch yet today. I get wrapped up working, and then I just keep going. But I'll probably be here for the remainder of the evening trying to get through this stack because I'm shipping the order out tomorrow morning. So any of you guys have questions or anything like that, feel free to, even leave them in the comment section here or send me an email. I'd be happy to walk you through anything and help you out with, any of your own submissions or anything like that. If you're interested in sending anything in to be a part of a group submission, then, feel free to reach out to me on that as well. And I'll, give you the address and everything and walk you through the process. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I do pretty much all the work for you. Barry Sanders was that dude, man. He was so much fun to watch play. Yeah, it says a little bit of corner wear to it. I'm guessing probably just from, like, being jammed in the pack. I mean, not the pack, the top loader. I don't know if that's enough to knock that out of 10 range, because that's a nice looking card. Yeah, Barry's one of those guys, man. I think so many people hold him in, some kind of high regard. I can only imagine what would have happened if he would have finished his career and actually, like, played till he wasn't able to again. That dude would own so many records. It's insane. I can't imagine just being, like, the best in the world and just being like, deuces. Oh, yeah, definitely, mama. He definitely could cut. That dude changed directions like it was his, like, job. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get ready to cut this off because I'm going to go make myself something to eat. But I appreciate you being here. I will be back tomorrow morning at, well, I guess afternoon at noon Eastern time with another vlog from the card show. So come hang out with me. I'd really appreciate it. But until then, guys, may God bless you, and I'll see you later.